I just remember being more excited about that feeling of drawing than I was playing with toys or anything else as a child. That's what really inspired me, that I could create this world. I mostly work with figures that pretty much describe what I think of as my inner world. And so those subjects are not necessarily real people, but they're these sort of fantasy stylized characters that I create. I see those as an opportunity to create a visual sort of essay or maybe even a visual soundtrack. I'm always chasing this language, and it's my own inner language and vocabulary. At the same time, I'm still hoping that I can define or create a narrative that other people can join in on. The negotiation was all about this idiom that we sometimes use, everything is not all black and white. And so I thought about that, kind of like, well, you know, that's true. Everything is not all black and white. Although in our society, sometimes we tend to think in these extremes, you know, black versus white or male versus female. And so for me, I wanted to compose a painting around that. Like, what can be a way to address that people do think this way, and then a way to show that there are many differences in between. There's all kinds of nuances in between that do connect us as people. You know, this black cherub and this white cherub, they're negotiating, they're connecting. And a lot of times we don't allow ourselves to talk or to connect based on our extreme differences. I collect these things in my work that feel like meaningful coincidences. This kind of goes into some of my interest in Carl Jung and his ideas about synchronicity. So whereas things seem like they're coincidences that happen, but they happen to have a meaning to them. In my opinion, symbols are what we make them. What does that mean? You know, what do we want it to mean?